Hey guys, I'm James from the Omnic Post with an update on Overwatch 2. Let's talk about Season 2 maps. Ramattra, the Season 2 hero, the former Omnic War Machine gone Monk and gone War Machine again, was announced right before the weekend. But this video is not about Ramattra. Well, it kinda is, because game director Keller confirmed not that long ago that the new map that we can expect for Season 2 is tied into this new hero, Ramattra. Now, back when I was still convinced that it was going to be Maga, it was already a quite complicated puzzle. But with it ending up to be Ramattra, I had to start all over again. Now, I do have three options for you. An obvious one that they've kind of been teasing, and one that I just pull out of my ear. Yeah, I was going to say something different, but this is a family-friendly channel. By the way, if Blizzard announces this map before I release the video, I am going to throw a hissy fit. Now let's start with the obvious one, the Shambali Temple, or monastery. Yeah, I told you it was obvious. Why this map? Well, first off, it is the place that Zenyatta and Ramattra became friends. Fun fact, it was Ramattra that introduced Zenyatta to the Shambali. Go figure. Let's just say that the Null Sector leader has a lot of history with that place. We've also seen screenshots of the map. You might have missed that, but they have been sneaking in those screenshots left and right. And at this point, everybody's done. Dimsies, it's going to be Shambali Temple. Shut up. And you know what? You're probably right. But let me counter that by mentioning credible leaks have actually suggested that Shambali Temple is going to be one of the maps for that new big game mode that they're working on for 2023. It is said to be one of the biggest maps they ever developed. And second, I feel like it's just a little too close to Nepal. If they would be using this map for one of the current game modes, I think we all kind of would be disappointed. Which doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. We've been disappointed quite a few times in the last 2 weeks. But let's move on to that map they've been teasing. If you've been paying attention on both New York and Esperanza, or Esperanza, I don't know how to pronounce this map. You might have seen the name Atlantic Arcology on some of the signage for the Hyperloop trains. It is a new destination, but what and where is it? Well, judging by the first part of the name, I would say the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the second part is quite interesting. It references the architectural field, in which they create architectural design principles for very densely populated and ecology low-impact human habitats. Alright, I'm going to read that a second time, in my head. Okay. In other words, it's a unit, aka a city, that allows a lot of people to live in an environment without impacting the ecology. I mean, that is an interesting concept. There is even an official Blizzard concept art, a map called Watchpoint Galapagos, that could actually tie into this. Now, the big question here is, what does that have to do with Ramattra? Yeah, I agree, on the first glance, not that much. But these arcologies need to be self-sustained, for obvious reasons. Apart from the occasional Hyperloop train, there's no real way of getting anything down there, so they most likely have an intelligent system that builds, expands, and repairs the unit. Something like an Omnium. You know, those big self-improving Omnic factories? They shut them all down. But this might be similar. And as you might or might not know, Omnics cannot reproduce. And since there are no more Omniums, well, they're kind of dying out. Which is what Ramattra is trying to fix. What if he is out to get a hold of the Atlantic arcology and try to use it in a way to save his people? The thing is, I don't think he got a hold of it just yet, since that Hyperloop is still running. If Null Sector takes over the Atlantic arcology, the first thing they're going to do is stop the Hyperloop. Strategically, it would be a nice move. On top of that, I don't think Ramattra wants to be a conductor or something. I mean, the hat were not for this head. Both of his heads, you know? Bit the phasing? Never mind. Okay, but by now you guys are thinking, oh, whoa, dude, you're going a little too far there. But hold my beer. Option number 3 is the Null Sector home city. I mean, they must have a place they call home somewhere, right? We know for a fact that Talon operates from a lot of different cities, but that they call Venice or Rialto their home. That's the place where they put their fancy chairs and they stick the logo on the wall. What if there's a huge Omnic city out there? Much like Underworld in King's Row. For those that missed a part of that lore, the last stretch of the King's Row map is actually Underworld, an Omnic city, which is located under London, hence the name Underworld. You can peer into it from a ledge. Just watch out for Roadhog. I mean, we have a lot of maps that are built by humans. Give us a map that is built by Omnics. Null Sector City. Dark, smoky, and full of cables. Do you think they get their cables messed up like we do? I think so. In any case, those are my 3 options. And yeah, sure, it's probably going to be Shambali. But damn, it would be so nice to get an underwater map. You know, in a huge bubble, with whales and sharks kind of swimming by. Or that Omnic hellhole. I mean, in a game where Omnics are such an important part of the lore, this would be a welcome addition. And I'm not only saying that because my channel is called the Omnic Post. Now tell me, what do you think it's going to be? Or do you have any other ideas? Let me know in the comments. Join me during my streams on twitch.tv/DamesTV and make sure to subscribe for more updates on Overwatch.